Dear students, hope you are all well, and now today we will start our today's lesson. We were doing lesson on narration. You please bring your grammar book, highlights of English, and be ready for today's lesson. Now in our last lesson on narration, we discussed about imperative sentences, sentences with let, and today we will do sentences of optative sentences and exclamatory sentences and vocatives. Now before starting today's lesson, let me check your homework. I am telling you the answer and you please check with the answers of mine. And now I did I gave you the task on narration from exercise number highlights of English page 209 and exercise number 1, 2, 6, 12, 14, 17, 20. Now number 1. The question was, my friend said to me, go at once. The answer is, my friend told me to go at once. Don't write ordered me, because you are telling your friend is telling you, and so you don't write ordered me, you write my friend told me to go at once, because friends cannot order. Number 2, I said to him, please explain the matter. As it is there is please, you will write requested. I requested him to explain the matter. Number 6, let us, he said, start today. He suggested or proposed that they should start that day. Number 12, he said, let us drop the matter. He proposed or suggested that they should drop the matter. Number 14, the doctor said, take medicine twice today. Now in case of doctor, you will always use the reporting verb advise. The doctor advised to take medicine twice that day. Number 17, Lata said to me, let me try. This is not suggestion or proposal. Lata requested me to let her try, or Lata requested that she might be allowed to try. Number 20, God said, let there be light. God wished, this is the wish, God wished that there might be light. Check your answers and I hope you have written the correct answers. There might be slight variation in your answer. Okay, now today we will do narration change of optative sentences. Which are called optative sentences? Optative sentences are those that express desire, wish or prayer of the speaker. And so, in case of optative sentences, we generally use the reporting verb wish, pray, etc. Now, you follow your grammar book and it will be clear to you, and there are rules and there are the examples. You please follow. Here it is given, change of desires. Desires means optative sentences. Rules. The reporting verb is changed into wish or pray. The number 2, the desire form is changed into a statement 1. You will have to transform the desired sentences, optative sentences into a statement. That means assertive sentence. Example, direct speech. He said to me, may you be successful. Indirect, he wished that I might be successful. Direct, he said to you, may God bless you. He prayed that God might bless you. What do you notice? The may becomes might here, because you will have to change into past tense, and so here comes might. God might bless you. They said, long live our leader. They wished that their leader might live long. Here there is no might, may or might in the direct speech. Still, as it expresses wish or desire of the speaker, you will use might. Now, next page. He said, had I the wings of a bird? Now, there is no may or might, but it expresses the desire of the speaker. He wished that he had the wings of a bird. Here, there is no need to use might. Now, next example, you said, had I won a lottery? You wished that you had won a lottery. Now, these are the optative sentences, and you note how they are changed into indirect speech. Look at the exercise. He said to me, may you be happy. Change into indirect. What will be your answer? He wished that I might be happy. I said to him, may you all succeed. What is the answer? What is the indirect form? I wished that they all might succeed. They all might succeed. In this way, you do other examples, other exercise from direct to indirect. Now, this is optative sentence. Now, let us come to exclamatory sentences. Now, which are exclamatory sentences? The sentences which express sudden emotion or feelings of the speaker, and there might be interjection or the whole sentence might be exclamatory. You note the rules. Number 1, the reporting verb is changed into exclaim. Exclaim in joy or exclaim in grief or cried out in sorrow. So you can use exclaim or cried out in joy, in grief, in surprise, etc. as is the sense of the speech. Or you can also use pray or wish as the reporting verb. You can also use only exclaimed if you don't use joy or sorrow or grief, but try to understand the sense of the sentence and use your reporting verb accordingly. And now next rule number 2, exclamations are turned into statements. এক্সক্লেমেশন গুলোকে তোমাকে স্টেটমেন্ট বা অ্যাসার্টিভ সেন্টেন্সে পরিণত করতে হবে। নাম্বার 3, interjections, alas, oh are omitted in the indirect speech. Now the sense is expressed but these interjections are omitted. Number 4, what, how used in exclamation to denote excess or absence should be replaced by great, greatly, very, very much, indeed or none in the indirect. আচ্ছা, এবার একটি করে এক্সাম্পলগুলো লক্ষ্য করো। হোয়াট বা হাউ থাকলে এক্সেস বা কোনো কিছু ফিলিংসের আতিশয্য বা অনুপস্থিতি বোঝায়, সেখানে হোয়াট বা হাউকে তোমাকে রিপ্লেস করতে হবে গ্রেট, গ্রেটলি, ভেরি বা ভেরি মাচ, ইনডিড সেন্স বুঝে তোমাকে রিপ্লেস করতে হবে। হোয়াট বা হাউ কিন্তু ইনডিরেক্ট স্পিচে থাকবে না। দেখো এক্সাম্পল, হি সেড হোয়াট আ গুড নিউজ, exclamatory mark, the sentence is exclamatory. He exclaimed that it was a very good news. We can also say he exclaimed in joy that it was a very good news. That is also absolutely correct. I said, what a fool I am. I exclaimed, certainly, surely not in joy, in grief, you can use it or you cannot use it. I exclaimed that I was a great fool. He said, what a great fall. He cried out that it was a great fall. You can say he cried out in grief that it was a great fall. Fall mane poton. They said, hooray, we have won. They exclaimed in joy that they had won. She said, alas, I am undone. Undone মানে I am undone means it is an idiomatic expression, মানে সর্বনাশ হয়েছে, I am ruined, সেই কারণে grief. She cried out in grief that she was undone. He said, good morning. Now, good morning expresses the wish of the speaker. Some grammarians say that good morning is a optative sentence, and some grammarians say this is exclamatory. Anyway, you will write in the indirect form. He greeted me, or he greeted me with or wished me good morning. Greeted মানে অভিবাদন জানানো, greeted me with good morning or he wished me good morning. Both are correct. Now you look at the exercise. Suppose number 2, he said, what a stupid fellow you are. Stupid, that means foolish. What will you write in indirect speech? He exclaimed that he was a very stupid fellow. He means here you, the person spoken to. He said, goodbye my friends. What will you write? Now in case of good morning, you will write the reporting verb greeted or wished. And when you say goodbye, when you write goodbye my friends, you will write he bade. That means B-A-D-E. Past tense of bid. B-I-D. Past tense of bid is bade. He bade his friends goodbye. তার বন্ধুদের সে বিদায় জানিয়েছিল. I said to him, how happy you are. I exclaimed that he was very happy. He was very happy. You see, the rules of assertive sentences always come while you are changing the speeches. That means the changes in tenses, in persons, etc. And these rules are same, but in case of exclamation, you will have to use the reporting verb expressing exclamation, right? In this way, you do the other exercises. Well, now here in your grammar book, there are many types of sentences, but there is another sentence you will also have to learn. These they are called vocatives. And vocatives, do you know what is vocatives? ভোকেটিভস হচ্ছে সম্বোধন করা, কাউকে কিছু বলে সম্বোধন করা. সাপোজ your name is Shoumi. I am telling you, Shoumi, come to the blackboard and write the answer. I am addressing you by your name, but sometimes I can address you all by, suppose I am going to your class and I called you, girls, please listen to the notice. Girls or students, listen to the notice. Girls, students, এই ওয়ার্ডগুলোকে বলা হয় ভোকেটিভ. এই বলে আমি তোমাদের সম্বোধন করছি. But in indirect speech, these vocatives are generally omitted or may be dealt in different way. Now, I have written some examples for you while you are changing the vocatives sentences, and you follow these examples and you will understand it. This is not given in your grammar book, but in many other grammar books these are given. You see the examples. Narration of vocatives. First, see, a vocative is a word used to address a person or a group of persons. It is the name of the person or a word of relation. In indirect speech, vocatives may be dealt with as below. Indirect speech এ vocatives গুলো এইভাবে লেখা যেতে পারে. দেখো, number 8, directs. Father said, Kishore, don't waste time. And what you will write in indirect speech? Father told or advised Kishore not to waste time. The name is here used. And here you see direct speech. Nirmala told the woman, Madam, I have painted this picture. Now indirect speech, Nirmala respectfully told the woman that she had painted that picture. So madam is omitted. Its sense is expressed in this way. Respectfully told the woman. See? Now he said, friends, lend me your ears. বন্ধুরা, lend me your ears মানে আমার কথা তোমরা শোনো. Addressing them as friends, he requested them to lend him their ears, not his. To lend him their ears. Now, some grammarians say that addressing as friends or addressing as, these are not good English. But this is accepted in grammar by some grammarians. You can use it in this way. Well, now there are these kinds of sentences where please, kindly, sir is used. What would you do in such cases? In the indirect form, such expressions as please, kindly, sir, madam in the direct are left out, and instead polite words like politely, modestly are used. ডিরেক্ট স্পিচে প্লিজ, কাইন্ডলি, স্যার, ম্যাডাম ইত্যাদি থাকলে জেনারেলি এগুলো ইনডিরেক্টে বাদ দিয়ে এইভাবে এক্সপ্রেস করা হয় সেন্সটা। হি সেড টু মি, মাই ফ্রেন্ড প্লিজ হেল্প মি। দেখো কিভাবে ইনডিরেক্ট করা হচ্ছে, হি পোলাইটলি রিকোয়েস্টেড মি টু হেল্প হিম। মাই ফ্রেন্ডটা কিন্তু এটাকে এইভাবে ট্রান্সফর্ম করে ইনডিরেক্টে নিয়ে আসা হলো পোলাইটলি রিকোয়েস্টেড। এটা সেন্সটা যে সেন্স প্রকাশ পাচ্ছে সেই অনুযায়ী তুমি রিপোর্টিং ভার্ব ইউজ করবে। আই এম সরি স্যার, আই বেগ পার্ডন ফর মাই কন্ডাক্ট, সেড দ্য বয়। এই যে স্যার বলে সে সম্বোধন করলো, এটা কিভাবে লেখা হচ্ছে ইনডিরেক্টে দেখো। দ্য বয় সেড দ্যাট হি ওয়াজ সরি অ্যান্ড বেগড পার্ডন ফর হিজ মিসকন্ডাক্ট অর কন্ডাক্ট। নাও দ্য বয় সেড স্যার ইজ অমিটেড, এখানে আর স্যারটা উল্লেখ করার দরকার নেই। তুমি এখানে বলতে পারো দ্য বয় রেসপেক্টফুলি টোল্ড লিখতে পারো, দ্য বয় রেসপেক্টফুলি সেড লিখতে পারো দ্যাট হি ওয়াজ সরি অ্যান্ড বেগড পার্ডন ফর হিজ কন্ডাক্ট, রাইট? নাও these are the various kinds of sentences while you are changing from direct to indirect, and there are various rules, and but you will have to be careful about tense and persons used in the direct speech, and what kind of sentence it is. First, when you read the sentence in direct speech, the direct speech, what kind of sentence it is, you will have to know first, you will have to understand, and then you follow the rules and practice, and then you will acquire the skill of changing narration. Well, I hope by this today's lesson we have completed our lessons on narration, and you practice it, and in my next class we will do other lessons. Well, keep fit and healthy, and we'll meet again in my next class. Until then, goodbye to all of you.